Crocheted back again. How are you all doing? I just thought I'd do a little catch up with some of my FOs and whips. So, do you recall I mentioned I'd got some yarn from a friend who was trying to learn how to crochet and couldn't. So she asked if I would do some things for her. So oh, and do you like my yarn butler? Oh my god, it's fantastic. With having dogs, they're into everything. And I thought, oh, what am I going to do? And I tried those, do you know where you wrap the yarn with something? I got it out of a local store and it's like a plastic mesh. It was alright. I got a yarn bowl. I think because I got a cheapish one, the yarn was catching on the swirly bit, which my husband says he'll fix, but he doesn't have to because I love this. It's absolutely awesome. Right, and I'll show you the company. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm sure you've all heard of it. I know they do knitting needles and things. So there you go. Love that. Yarn Butler it's called. Perfect. Right, so with that, it was Spot Saver USA yarn, 100% acrylic, not expensive, not cheap, you know, New Zealand wise, but I'm just making lots of little squares. Now, I hope the holes aren't too big for a baby, but they can maybe use it on the mum's feeding chair or whatever. So done them, more of them, and then I'm going to do the reverse, the white, with the aqua turquoise in the middle. So I've done that. I'm enjoying that. That's easy. I can watch TV and do them. This, I did this as well. Oh my god, it was so boring. I don't think I'll rush to do a ripple stitch again. Unless I do one that's really brightly coloured. The fun might be in the colour. But I've done it. And as I said, it's just for a friend. And two friends have asked for my sizzling shawlie. I've done one of them. And it was in the leftover yarn I had from the ice yarn haul I had, and I think it was Saver wool, or no, Favourites wool blue shades. So this is a bit prickly, a wee bit, but I think if I maybe stick it in fabric conditioner and things, but there you go. It's still nice. Done! Isn't it great? Well, I think it's YouTube that makes me finish things. I really do. Hey, do you see that little heart there? That's an Arctic 24 pattern. Do you remember last week, I think it was, I said I could only do flowers? With all this tidy up I'm doing, I'm finding more little bits. So that's like the first finished flower object I did. And I found another big bag of flowers, like those little ones. I think I'll save them. They might do as a little decoration on something. Especially if I'm doing like wee dolly blankets and things. That would be cute, eh? So, another FO. Oh yeah, and the squares were my whip. And I mentioned previously I have grandchildren that aren't grandchildren, but they don't have grannies, so I kind of fill in and they are relations. And I am making them blankets, and it's kind of like I've been on them since the beginning of the year, not finished, or whenever it was I started crocheting again. And it was just, I think, before lockdown, and then I bought yarn and finished my first blanket in lockdown. So I had this blanket for little Oscar, and my husband said you can't give it to him because it was 100% wool. I bought it out our local big box store Spotlight, and although it was 100% wool, it was really prickly, and I'd done a lot of it. So Distinctive Crochet, I don't know which podcast it was, I just had stuff playing in the background, and she was going on about felting, and she'd felted a bag and she'd felted a jacket. It was amazing what she'd done. So with the blanket, and it was big, I got a front loader washing machine, but apparently you can still agitate, even though it doesn't have the agitator with the top loader, you can still do it. So I did, and I made myself a big whip bag. So handles, I think I might, do you know sometimes in bags you see them where they're doubled? I might do that with that because they're a bit thick for my hand, but isn't it pretty? And it's so thick. Look at that. Oh, do you see that? I forgot I'd added that in, and it was 50% acrylic, 50% wool. You can only do it with 100% wool, so they didn't felt like they're meant to, but everything else did. But it's only for me, and I like it. So there you go, some FOs. That all sounds like swearing to me. Joking. Right, I'm going. I'll be back I've got some new yarn. Some of the new yarn won't apply for international viewers, but it will apply for any of my little Kiwi friends. So I'm off. Cheerio. See you later. Have a great one. Bye.